What is up, Dawn of Titans community? This is GamingJAEGER bringing you a Titan teaser video. This one here, the first of its kind, is going to be for the all-new Monkey King Wukong, who we will be seeing later this week in the Lunar Festival event that kicks off on this upcoming Wednesday. Fortunate enough to bring you a little bit of a teaser Titan showcase footage, if I call it, if you will. And this one here, again, is going to show you a little bit of Wukong in battle. Now, looking at this, the one thing I do need to let you know is everything you see in this video is done on a beta secondary account that I've been given access to strictly for video making purposes. And with that, everything that you see in this video, from the Titan to skills to the way that he works and relic, that kind of stuff is all totally subject to change. So don't commit any of this as final, but it's an opportunity to see what this Titan can do on the battlefield with what is available now. I will not be showcasing any of his specific skill slots, and I will not be showcasing any specific relics just because, again, it's all subject to change, and I don't want anyone coming up to my front door with torches and pitchforks. So with it, again, just kind of take it for what it is, that it is subject to change, but the goal is to let you guys see a little bit of what Wukong is all about. So let's take a look at Wukong here in the Titan Hall as it is. And again, just to remind you, I'm not going to be opening up any skills or relics whatsoever, but you might get a few nice little teasers there to take a look at. So here is Wukong as we've seen him before, the dev live stream. This is Wukong in the Titan Hall, getting a chance to kind of see his ornate decorations, his battle staff there, and again, a little bit of what he's just wearing and how he will be, at the moment, designed for battle, which, again, I think he has some pretty cool artwork. I think the devs definitely went kind of all out in getting him to kind of fit the theme of the Chinese New Year. And I think it'll be interesting to see, just as we kind of go down the road, if Wukong will just be making an annual appearance at this time. So with that kind of knowledge, I know I myself am going to be going for this Wukong Titan if he's going to be only available for that New Year. Now, again, it's not confirmed, but that's the way that I'm thinking about it. So that's how I'm approaching it. This is an annual Titan, and I'm going to go for it. Now, if he comes back around, cool. But I'm putting him basically on the same pedestal as Jotun and Astaroth and Calvarax. So that's kind of where I'm thinking he's going to fit in that ancient annual type of time slot. So we're going to put up Wukong against just a generally easier battle. This is going to be him going up against this garrison and getting an opportunity to see a little bit of just what he can do, just in general, putting an opportunity to put some focus on him. And just see kind of what happens. So I'm rolling him in there with just a handful of Goliaths, as well as all of these archers. And again, you can kind of break down and analyze some of those different skill boosts that you get from them there. So that's an opportunity to kind of maybe get some insight. But the main focus here is just what he's going to do in battle. What will he look like? How does he kind of operate? And what I myself was a bit impressed with was his general speed. For the champion class that he is, I enjoyed kind of how quick he was, giving me little vibes of the Siegfried. So, as fast as Siegfried was able to kind of walk and keep up with the militia, I like Wukong's speed. He's not as slow moving as at least some other champions kind of appear to be. Again, just kind of putting him up against this paladin here, who does turn out to be a pretty good fight for him, as this, of course, was all pre-recorded, so I'm just giving you a rundown here of it and letting you watch the battle just kind of roll out. Is going up this paladin, he puts up a pretty good fight, and the archers do end up being there to kind of save the day for him. Don't really know if he necessarily would have gone up against that pretty good resistant paladin all by himself, but he certainly does give it a pretty good smackdown. I mean, off of some of his pretty first hits, he has an opportunity to take that health down, if you can kind of notice it right there in the background. And we will get a bit closer and put the attention here on Wukong. So let's kind of watch him duke it out here. But I like his motions. I like how he attacks. I like how he attacks with that staff there and the swing and kind of the slam down with it. Got some critical going. So he, at level 50, is where I had the chance to play with him. He's holding up pretty decently for what he's got here. And, if you take a look at that skill pool that we see on him, what I got at the moment, not a whole lot of self-buffing action that's going on there. But again, he is getting some of those criticals in. But again, you can notice even his health is going down a little bit, quite a bit. The archers are there to kind of help out. So he is helping out with these troops that are around him. Again, the Ragnar's pretty much had mostly no problem working their way through this battlefield with him. And Wukong, the Monkey King, getting just a little bit of help from his range friends, the archers there. So first little celebration there as he's raging out. Kind of taking a look again based off of where he's at currently and troop-wise kind of what happened. Overall, just lost a little bit of health from those Goliaths and just a little bit on that archer from when they got rushed by a Panther. So here he is going up against a level 26 Skarg. Slightly higher power. Wukong being at 240. The Skarg here being a little bit closer to 300, so we've got a slight bit of a difference in what the battle mechanics are, but they're teamed up a bit there between ranged and strength, that power. So, as far as where they're equipped on the battlefield, it's relatively a pretty equal balance. It's just the power strength that goes up. So we see we've got some Panthers here. Again, those are always going to be a bit tricky for kind of getting past Goliaths and into the archers. But, this is a bit more of bringing what, Wukong has the ability to support at the moment and what he himself can do in battle. So going into this second battle here, again, we're setting him up against a Guardian. We've got a bit of Panthers and some Grenadiers that he is going to take on. And one thing that I do enjoy, of course, with the Grenadiers is that they don't necessarily pay a whole lot of attention to the Goliaths when they're rolling in there, but those Panthers sure do love those archers. Which, as long as they can get some shot-offs, aren't too bad of a problem for the archers. But so Wukong is out there. He's put down Skarg, who wasn't really, of course, much of a concern being only level 26. But, it's a matter here of what can Wukong do against the troops that have been buffed a bit, and is he able to really do some devastation there, which you can see in the little swings here that he's definitely putting out these Grenadiers with that single swing, taking out 2 groups at a time with that double twist. So now he's going to be going up against a couple of these Goliaths, which of course have been buffed by Skarg. So taking a look at this, we've got my Goliaths coming in. We've got Wukong there taking out the last of those Grenadiers, and he's lost about half of his health. And those Goliaths, 2 Goliaths putting that swing down on the last one, were able to put him down. So again, pretty nice opportunity to use these Goliaths. I think relatively successfully on the battlefield is pretty nice. And with this, again, though, everything's pretty subject to change. We'll kind of see what goes on, which is why I'm not going to highlight too much of what the boosts might be happening at this time. So just kind of keep that in mind that everything you see right now for these 15 minutes is all subject to change. But I'll leave it up to you all to really get in and start doing some deep thinking, analyzing of what's going on right before we get into this Lunar Festival. Let's go ahead and head into another garrison raid here. Something, again, a little bit equally matched, only off by about 10,000 battle points, but we've got one that's equipped a little bit more for speed for the enemy, while I'm equipped for a little bit more range and strength. So we have an Infiltrator Titan here. We've got Imperials, and we have some Goliath plus some Grenadiers. And I know this map also has some Panthers that sweep in on the flanks to my map's left. So we definitely have to keep an eye out for that. But let's see, yet again, what does Wukong here do up against Imperials with these Goliaths and Archers he has right now? And let's see what he does for this garrison raid when he's pretty equally positioned against the enemy there. So as we go through this video, of course, whether you're watching it today, tomorrow, or just before the Lunar Festival, definitely want to know, what are your thoughts about Wukong so far? What do you think of his artwork? What do you think about the idea that we have been told we're going to be seeing all new relics with this all new Titan? What are your guesses on what the event will be? My guess right now, purely a guess, is that it will be a pretty steep soul event. I mean, we've got new Titan, all new relics, so there's definitely going to be, of course, a price for that, getting all this fresh, brand new content. What are our guesses? What do you think we'll see throughout the event? How long do you think it'll be as far as soul count-wise, length and soul count? We already know it's going to run Wednesday through Monday, so it's going to be a longer one in time. Where do you think Wukong will be positioned in it? And will you be going for Wukong? Do you plan on making the attempt to add Wukong to your collection? Here again, you can see he's basically just swept through this battlefield practically by himself, as the archers have put more focus onto these panthers. So he was working it a bit against those Imperials, went on to the Grenadiers, and finishing it up here with his nice little celebration. Definitely interested to know your thoughts, so please make sure you add them to the comments down below. I know for myself, I'll be going all in, as long as the calculations come out that I can actually afford it. I've got myself on my actual account, my main gameplay account, I am right at about 30,000 gems, and I want to say I have maybe somewhere between 6 or 8 tokens saved up. So it's not a whole lot, honestly, but as long as I can calculate it, that'll get me there. I am going to be making the push to get Wukong on my actual Battlefield account. Now, here is a similar map, actually identical map, just a slightly different arrangement in enemy troops, what we have here. We've got a few more Ragnar for Wukong to go up against. Still have some Imperials, and we will still have the cats from the flank again, which is a nice little sweep motion there, going up against the archers. But this time I'm going to take Wukong and send him towards the Panthers to kind of deal with that. And let's see how he kind of does. Just switching focus a bit. Putting down that Goliath pretty easily there. Here we go. Let's go ahead and bring him to the back of the field. So speed-wise, let's just kind of see how he covers about half of this battlefield. Time-wise, he's able to kind of get out of that range of those Unaks pretty quickly and not have much of a problem there. Intercepting our Panthers here. So, I mean, overall, what I kind of got from the vibe from here is when he's pretty equally equipped against the defenses, he can pretty easily come out victorious with this. He doesn't seem to have much of a challenge going up against his own power. I think, like anything, of course, being a champion, we've seen his life go down. I don't think he'll necessarily be the strongest against top power players, probably well over double, if not triple his strength. But his troops also so far have done pretty well throughout this battlefield. So that is the battles with Wukong. Yet again, please remember this is all subject to change and also on a beta account for me. So just like you, I myself will be making the decision whether or not I want to go and actually add Wukong onto my count that I actually battle and play with. So let me know what you think of Wukong, what this little teaser video gives you in the comments down below. And also make sure that you check out Boganor's channel, as he is going to be dropping some Wukong content, as well as he also has had the opportunity to get that beta account to create some test footage for the DOT community. So make sure you drop by that. I've got a link right here with a card to his channel. So check that out. Yet again, I'm GamingJAEGER, and I'm out.